How y'all doing, baby? It's Friday. It's Friday, baby. It's been a long, rough week. 4th of July holiday and all that stuff. We made it to Friday, baby. So, first order of business is get the beer off the ice, baby. And, it's just too hot and too wet outside to do this outside, so I'm in my office. Anyway, here's to you, baby. No green screen today. It was just all you could see the bottle everywhere. Oh, that's good. And cold. Get your favorite cerveza. Have a few sips. And then put that bud in the bowl. If you're in a legal area, you know. If not, you can try a nice bowl of Royal Yacht. It's a nice Turkish blend. Anyway, put the bud in the bowl. And spark it up. It's been a long week. I'm looking forward to maybe hopefully a nice peaceful weekend to gather our thoughts and relax a bit, I hope. Anyway. It's a stout Turkish. Anyway. It's Friday, baby. Our nation just celebrated another birthday, baby. But, you know, it's been said that no nation is born a democracy. No nation is just formed as a democracy. A democracy forms from the people. It is when the citizens of an area group together, bond together, and believe in the certain rights of each other. That's when a democracy is formed, baby. And we formed it. And we're living in it. If we can hold on to it. You know, it's not the government's job. Well, I'll get ahead of myself here. Anyway, no nation is born a democracy. We make it that. Us, citizens of this country, bind together. We vote, we elect officials, and we formed a democracy and we formed a country. And we should be happy about that. Celebrate it. But just like every nation, it's not born a democracy. No one is born a good citizen. A good citizen is formed by his family, his friends, his teachers, his community itself. That's what forms a good citizen, and how much the community takes involvement in their citizens of that country. Of that area. It's not the government's job to create good citizens. It is the citizens' job to create a good government. That's what gives us the rights that we have. But being a good citizen, that means a lot, baby. It means obeying the law, respecting the law that we have formed to protect the rights of each other, to obey the rules of society that we make. You know, no shirt, no shoes, no service. That's a rule. Hey, a business has a right to do that. And a good citizen abides by that. If the sign on the door says, wear a mask, please, wear a mask. It's the rule of the establishment. It's not your rule. It's not your business. The deal between being a good citizen is to obey the laws and the rules of our society, to help others in time of need. Our nation comes together during moments of crisis across our nation, when we've been attacked, when natural disasters hurt the nation. It's the combined effort of the citizens of this country that step up to help those they don't even know. It's what makes a good citizen. Taking responsibility for one's own actions. We expect that in our society. We like to think you do something wrong, you're held accountable for it. That's the way it works in this country. We have a lot of rights in this country. We have a Constitution that guarantees us the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, freedom of speech, freedom to seek out a religion if you care. We have a lot of rights in that Constitution. But Albert Einstein said, and I quote, "The strength of the Constitution lies entirely in the determination of each citizen to defend it." That's us, baby. Our Constitution is only as good as we make it. Our Constitution depends on us being good citizens, and one of the biggest responsibilities we have as a citizen is to vote. That is what forms a democracy. Bad politicians are elected by people who don't vote. Apathy of a citizen is the worst danger to a social welfare of the whole group. If people don't give a shit, democracy will fade. The Constitution will mean less. I don't have time to vote. I don't have time to be involved. Well, you need to take the time, because our Constitution, our society, is depending on it. Each generation that comes, we hand off the baton to another generation to try to improve life in this country for everybody, not just the wealthy, not with those with political power or connections, but for every citizen in this country. And when we stand up, we don't always have to like each other. We don't have to agree with each other politically. We don't have to do none of that. But what we do have to do is respect the rights of our neighbors, of the citizens of this country, to life, liberty, pursuit of happiness, to live free of fear. It's the laws, it's the rules of our society. But it is also the making of a good citizen. It's what we teach our kids. It's what we do in our communities and what we do as a nation that forms a good citizen. I've tried to do that best with mine. I'm proud of them. Anyway, without good citizens, baby, we don't have a democracy. Without good citizens, what we'll have is, what, Mad Max? I don't know. What are they aiming for nowadays? What's the Republican Party trying to do nowadays? Seems to me they're on the Hitler bandwagon here lately. The Republican Party seeks to divide this nation. It has relied on lies, hatred, demonizing portions of our society to mobilize the people that they consider their base. I don't consider those people good citizens. I don't. Not the base, not his diehard Trumpers, because they worship the man. They don't look at the Constitution as something that should be followed. To them, it's the man. It's the apprentice guy. It's the Trump Tower guy. It's the whatever. I don't know what it is. He's a con man. He's always been a con man. He's always been trying to sell bullshit. And that's what he's done to this country. About 27%. So I'm going to somewhere around 25, or maybe a little more, maybe a little less, of diehard Trumpers are trying to take over the Republican Party and indeed take over this country. And they do it by hate and by ignorance. We see the ignorance in the vaccine numbers right now. The country's all worried about the Delta variant and how fast it's spreading and where it is spreading. And it is spreading in solid red states, baby, areas that are just pure, we don't need your government, really? Really? Well, your government needs you. That's the big deal here. To be a good citizen is to do what's good for the country. Semper Fortis. Not for self, but for country. Get the freaking shot. Are you shitting me? Republicans have demonized everything, even the shot. They try to drive that wedge either racially, religious issues, voting rights. They can't accept a defeat in an election. I mean, I suspect they never will. From here on out, every Republican's going to scream that they got cheated, that the vote was manipulated, or some other kind of bullshit to try to keep the divide going. And we see that in the politicians that are coming up for 2022 already. Some of them that are primarying people that, voted for the impeachment or voted for the investigation into the January, anything. They're trying to remove them from their party and replace them with, I don't know, Lauren Boeberts and Marjorie Taylor Greenes and Matt Gaetzes and Jim Jordans and the screaming monkeys of the group that just holler and scream and know nothing about what it takes to be a good citizen in this country. They seek to divide and lie and cheat, steal, whatever it takes to get the power they're willing to do. The most important responsibility as a citizen is just to vote, baby. Just to vote. If you vote, you have a voice in this democracy. You have a voice in this say. If you don't vote, bad politicians get elected. And we saw that in 2016. Ain't that some shit? We can't let that happen again, baby. We have to be the people who continue the banner forward, to continue this democracy and to make sure it survives. And the only way we do that is by voting, baby. And by being a good citizen in every respect. The biggest difference between, the things that you say and the things that you do determines your integrity, determines what kind of person you are. If the only thing the flag means to you is a bumper sticker, or I support if that's all it means, there's a big difference, baby. So, I don't know what today's rant is about. Not much of a rant, I've been informed. Don't get my blood pressure up, so. Nobody is born a good citizen. And what you do is what people see. If you're a hateful person, people see it. Anyway, it's the weekend, baby. I hope this one's better than the last one. I hope the sun shines on you no matter where you are in this country. I love this family, and I want to thank you for being involved in this democracy, because without you it doesn't work. Without you, there is no democracy. Without us, there's no power in the Constitution, baby. So, do that. Be a good citizen. Be somebody who cares. And we will rescue this democracy, and we will pass it forward to the future generations. It's our job to leave it in better shape. Sometimes we don't always do that. So it takes an extra effort. And that's what we need now. An extra effort to get everybody out to vote. On that note, I have been invited to a kicking off of I'm just going to say a local politician here, a local authority here in the district, who invited me to their kickoff campaign. Me and Travis are going to go there with the camera and the whole 9 yards like we used to, and get reattached and re-involved in our political process like we did before. And if Beto O'Rourke comes anywhere near here, you bet your ass I'm going with a camera. Anyway, it's my way of being to participate in this democracy, but it's not the most important. The most important is the day I go to the polling booth to vote. So, on that note, enjoy your weekend, enjoy your cerveza, Enjoy your pipe or whatever you're smoking. Or not smoking. You ain't got to smoke. And have a good weekend. Enjoy your life. Enjoy the freedoms and the your pursuit of life, liberty, and happiness. I love y'all. Been a rough week, baby. I'll see y'all later. Bye.